What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys another video. And this one, Hunter Biden's sweetheart plea deal exposed. Yes! I was so curious on this and when it was going to actually come out. So we shall see what this is going to be about.
Week, Americans watched in disappointed awe as the son of a president of the United States received a sweetheart deal on tax fraud and a felony gun possession. Can you fathom for a moment the consequences for one of my constituents if they committed even a fraction of what Hunter Biden has done? If any of you did it, you'd be in jail.
Yeah. Fact.
A gun infraction of
Fact.
that magnitude, putting a false social security number in an application while you're high.
Yeah.
And yet,
that right there, automatic 10 years, and you lose the ability to buy a firearm. Automatic 10 years, $250,000 fine, and you lose the ability to buy a firearm. Ever. But oh hey, a rich white man who's the son of a president, perfectly fine. Right? Huh.
we have hundreds of, probably thousands, I'm not wrong, not hundreds, thousands of individual people who've committed accidental mistakes with a gun, where they didn't have their permit with them, where they went into another state where they're not permitted.
Happened to a black young lady.
To a young black woman
Yep.
a little time back. She had no infractions against her. Didn't do anything wrong. Didn't even have a parking ticket. And she crossed over from Pennsylvania, where she had a license to carry, into New Jersey. And she was stopped by a state trooper. First thing she told him is, I have a gun. I have a license for it. She didn't realize she needed to have a separate license for the state of New Jersey. Never committed any crime whatsoever, not even a speeding ticket. Single black mom. You think she got the treatment Hunter did?
Fuck no.
She didn't.
3 years.
3 years in jail. 3 years in jail.
And that should piss a lot of people off.
Justice for you, but not for me.
Yep.
Is that what's coming out now? This behavior is why so many...
Looks like, Lady Justice, isn't blind. Looks like she's kind of like lifting the little pickers like, oh, okay, yeah, you're fine. You have money, you're white, you're fine. Okay, cool. You're poor? Okay, yeah, fuck it. You're going to jail. Boop. Huh. Kind of ironic, right?
In our country, myself included, continue to grow more and more frustrated and angrier with their federal government.
There's going to be a Marie Antoinette event happening. I'm telling you.
Continue to parade around the world doing...
If this government keeps going about the way they're going about it and unjustly doing the things that they're doing, breaking the law and not giving no fucks, eventually there will be a revolution-style French thing, if you know what I'm talking about. Study history, look up Marie Antoinette and the French Revolution, and see what happened to those people who literally treated their people like shit. People who literally weren't even barely able to have moldy bread. Like, people think, oh, hey, French people like eating frogs and snails and all this other kind of stuff. It's a delicacy. You know why they originally started eating frogs and snails? It wasn't because they wanted to. It was because there was no food for the poor people, and they were resorted to eating frogs and snails. Eventually, did it become a delicacy in some fucking odd way? Yes. But they did that to hide the history of it. Because France knew they fucked up. And now, like in France now, it's on fire.
God knows what, and some more information just came out today that's unbelievable from the IRS whistleblower. It's going to really rock everybody's world a little bit, and it involves the president.
Ooh, what a surprise.
We're going to push for
shocker,
answers.
shocker.
We're going to push for answers because that's what the American people want. But what do you know? The same DOJ letting Hunter Biden off the hook also continues to slow walk any and all material requests on this topic despite months of requests. We get it. We know what you're doing.
Hell yeah.
Mr. Uriarte, you're a nice guy. I really do. I think you are. You're a nice man. I like you.
You're nicer than I am.
For coming back today. But enough is enough. You must either be on the
Mr.
side of a
Uriarte is an asshole. Piece of shit. If you ain't gonna actually sit there.
Or you on the side.
So, he's nicer than I am. I would have called him straight. I was like, so what are you doing, sir? Why are you working for these people? Why are you allowing this to happen? Why are you not saying or doing anything? Why are you so complacent in the obvious corruption of what's going on? Like, hey, we get it. You work for somewhat of the government, president, all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, you are also perpetuating this issue that's going on. And me personally, I would start demanding these motherfuckers start losing jobs. And make it to the point where they can't get a job in government or anything, and they now have to go work at a fucking fast food restaurant and try to feed their family on $12 an hour. Try to pay their rent on $12 an hour. Try to sustain a family on minimum wage when everything is so expensive. And I'm not saying raise minimum wage, because when you raise minimum wage, it raises prices on everything.
Of a system that caters to the privileged
and
the powerful, a system that bends the rules for those with connections, while the average American is left bearing the brunt of its harshness. There is no middle ground here. There is no.
I mean, we can easily just remove all of them. That's why they want to take our guns. We literally can easily.
Given the gravity of this committee,
we easily, as American people, can demand that they step down peacefully or remove them by force. That is in our Bill of Rights. That is why our founding fathers said it the way they said it. It's not, oh, it's for hunting. It's only for that. No, it was defense against foreign and domestic attackers. And that's what's technically going on right now. Now, granted, they haven't sent police, secret police, military, anything after the people yet. But you can damn be sure to expect it. Because right now, this is the most corrupt our government has ever been. And the people are getting fed up. Which is why I always say, eventually, the people are going to get fed up enough of all these illegals being treated better than the actual tax-paying citizens. These people getting free food, free room and board, free everything, while we have to pay for it. While we sit there in pain, sick, hungry, everything else, but these people that they're letting flood into our country, that they're going to use as either a workforce or a military force against us. Like, just think about it.
These concerns, why did we receive an insubstantial response from the United States Attorney David Weiss rather than a direct response from the Attorney General of the United States, to whom we addressed our...
Because he doesn't want to be held in contempt for lying.
Regarding the removal of an IRS whistleblower, and some of that more is coming out today, from the Hunter Biden investigation. If you could do it quickly, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Congressman, thank you for the question. As the Attorney General has said, our goal is to treat like cases alike.
That's a lie.
In this circumstance, ensure that we can demonstrate some independence related to this matter. The Attorney General, the Attorney General has supported U.S. Attorney Weiss, who was appointed under the prior administration, continuing this investigation. And response to the letter that we received from the committee, which had specific questions about his investigation.
We thank you.
Walking around it, tiptoeing.
If the committee will receive a
just bullshit
and substantive response to our May 25th letter, that was a long time ago, by July 6th, from Attorney General Garland himself.
And it's July 3rd right now. It's July 3rd.
What's he going to say?
May 25th.
Well, Congressman, part of my responsibility under the Justice Manual is to respond to letters from Congress. And so That is obviously something we'll take into account as
No, you
we
won't.
determine how best
No,
to
you
proceed
won't.
from here.
I still have no answer.
Yep, you still have no answer. And you won't get an answer until you start punishing these people. So start taking away paychecks. Make them feel like how the American people are feeling. Because right now, the American people are hurting, and they're hurting bad. And eventually, they're going to get tired of watching all these rich people get richer. All these politicians sit there fat, happy, and safe and everything, while we, who have to walk to work or drive to work or deal with violent criminals on a daily basis, that they don't have to. These DAs who refuse to throw these violent criminals in jail because they don't want to be seen as racist or don't care. A part of me literally thinks that they're doing it on purpose because it makes it easier. If you keep the people in fear, it makes it easier to control. And or they're doing it to make it to the point where the people get fed up and start fighting back, and make it to the point where instead of fighting the government, and I don't mean like actually fighting, I mean remove the people from office, take them out of those seats and held them accountable, throw them in prison, and everything else. They want us to fight the homeless, the drug addicts, and all that other kind of stuff. They want us to be focused on them. But even though it's the Democrats, the DAs, all these liberal people who created this issue that we're now dealing with. So they want us focused on this instead of them. Because if we deal with this, all our energy focuses here and not over here. Think of it like a magician, right? It's a magic trick. It's all a trick. It's all a ploy. It's a game to these people. Well, like I say, I think it's high time that the United States people come together, forget liberal, forget Democrat, forget Republican, forget friggin' conservative, forget all of that. We're Americans. This is America. This is our country. If you were born here or you migrated here legally, this is our country. They work for us, and if they're not going to do what we say or what we demand, then I think it's high time that they go away. So, like, share, subscribe, spread the word. Stay free, America. Love you guys.